Hola a todos, and welcome back to the channel. Don't really have a Monday video this week, and let me just get these earplugs out on the bike. Sorry about that. Yeah, so just out on the bike, and I thought I'd pull over and have a wee wander and try and gather my thoughts. It's getting difficult actually to come up with content, and I know that I've decided that I'm going to do two different playlists that I'll focus on. One is obviously the Where to Live in Los Alcázares sort of list of videos that I'm doing, and the other one I've just started, which is all about retirement, and retirement more specifically Spain. So I normally do a kind of walk and talk video on usually for a Monday, if I'm being honest. But I'm struggling for this one, so I thought what I'd do is just come out and a few things that I've been thinking about YouTube, and specifically in particular YouTube, and just to give you a bit of background on what being a YouTuber really is like in real life. I kind of started it just by accident. Just as you know, the strip was being redeveloped in Los Alcázares, and I thought, well, let's just document that and we'll see what happens. And every week I'll go down and do a wee video and let people know what's been going on. So that's what I did. And then from that, it became a channel about moving to Spain and what it was like to move to Spain, and a bit of Trish and I's sort of life here, and it's just grown and grown and grown from there, to the point where it gets to be, where it's almost taken over your life. Because it's the bit you guys see as a video that I've finished, and you probably don't think for a minute about all the work that goes into making the video. And I enjoy doing it. It's one of these things I enjoy, but I don't want it to become a full-time job, if that makes sense. I enjoy sharing my thoughts with you guys, and I enjoy putting the videos on about different areas, because it might help somebody if they're thinking about coming to the area. And the new playlist about retirement should really be helpful, because it's going to have practical things that we encountered coming to live here, and a lot of the adjustments that we had to make to make it work. Because it's not just simple as turning up here and all of a sudden you've got a life. You've really got to work at it. So the channel is growing, which is fantastic. It's unbelievably fantastic to me that some wee Glaswegian guy wandering about with a camera, sharing his thoughts, can have almost 10,000 people now watching my videos, and and we're getting up to, I think it's 1.2 million views or something. So ridiculous numbers that in real life don't really mean anything, but in the world of YouTube, their stats tell me that only something like 3 or 4% of YouTube channels ever get to 10,000 subscribers. So I'm chuffed to bits with that, and it's only because of you guys watching it. And something that I continually get puzzled by, and I need you to help me with this. So specifically, if you're still watching at this point, thanks a lot. But what I need you to do for me is just let me know in the comments if you're watching this video and you're still watching it at this point. I just would like to know, are you a subscriber or not? And I'll tell you why I'm asking, because you know, you like any YouTuber, you invariably end up looking at all the stats and analysing what's happening with the channel, and you know, how many people are looking at it and how long they view for, and all these stats that you could drive yourself mad with, you know, by spending hours and hours and hours. But one of the stats that jumps out at me continually is that of all the people that watch the videos, only around 25% of viewers are subscribers. So that means, you know, simple maths, 75% aren't. So when I look at the analysis that 75% of the people that are watching my videos aren't subscribers, I just can't get my head around it. I don't understand it. And I'm trying to get to the bottom of why that would be. Now, I suppose I should talk briefly about subscription. I've said this before in videos, I think it's the wrong word. Subscription would, or subscribe would suggest that you've got to pay something. And, you know, you don't. When you subscribe on YouTube on a video, basically all you have to do is put your email address in to create a YouTube account, a login account, and create a password, and that's it. You know, it doesn't cost you anything, it never will cost you anything, it's totally free. It just means that whenever new videos come up, you'll get the little link to say there's been a new video loaded. And you know, and it helps the channel grow. It just helps the channel continue to grow, because the YouTube algorithms seem to love subscriber count and views and view time and everything else. So, you know, let me know in the comments if you're a subscriber or not. And if you're not a subscriber, just let me know why not. Because, you know, if you're watching, there must be something that you like watching. So it can't be that you don't like the video. So I'm puzzled by the whole thing. And anyway, back to the point. So sorry for a bit of a rant there. But back to the point is that, you know, YouTube takes up a lot of time. You know, it's not just a case of going out and filming the video and then going back and just uploading it. Because of the type of content that I'm creating, it does require a bit of editing. So, you know, for me to produce a 15-minute video on YouTube, it's probably somewhere around 3 to 4 hours of editing time, getting it into something that I think that you might want to see. And if I'm doing a couple of videos a week, you know, that can end up taking up a day or two of my time, which is not what I planned. That's all I'm saying. So I just need your guidance and help and a bit of feedback from you guys about, you know, the channel in general. Is it sort of sticking true to its roots? Is it going off on a tangent? Just generally what's happening with it, because I genuinely try and read every single comment. Oh no, that's the other thing I wanted to mention. The comments, are so many of them now that it's impossible now to reply and read them all. Especially when I get these keyboard warriors, absolute numpties, who have nothing better to do with their time than to put something on YouTube negative. And I had one guy in particular, and he has put 57 negative comments. 57 negative comments on my videos, and I've just hidden them from the channel now. So, but you know, I try not to let it get to me, but the reality is sometimes it does. These things inevitably will get to you. Sorry about that, I just had to go back to the bike. I'd realised I'd left it switched on. So I try not to let them get to me. I try and sort of brush them all off. And you know, I've got quite thick skin and I can deal with it, but I want them where it's going, and it'll depend on you. So, you know, if you've watched this far to the end, I really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you on the next video, which will probably be the next one in the Where to Live in Los Alcázares series. I think it's about El Divino. So have a look at that one. And I'll see you all in the next video. Hasta luego.